Okay, good morning guys. I hope you are always healthy wherever you are watching this video. In this video, we will discuss common pre-processing and indexing in information retrieval. But before that, we will briefly review exercise week 2 about data crawling on liputan6.com. Okay, the concept is actually same as our previous discussion, yeah. But the difference is the if checking, yeah. Let's see in if checking in here, yeah, because we are crawling the top 15 news, we replace them with 15, yeah. in addition in addition the difference is in the text where the data we are crawling is located, yeah. As usual, for example, yeah, we open liputan6.com, and as usual we use the inspect element, yeah. Right click and click inspect in here, and then we find repeated text, yeah, in here. Okay, check. Okay, this tag, let's check. Okay, this is repeated text in here with the name of class is article, uh, iridescent, blah blah blah, and okay, next, yeah. You can see, yeah, the highlight of the news is move. Okay, and then we implement in our code in here, yeah. Next, yeah, we look for the location tag of the news category, yeah. For the news category in here, yeah, click, yeah, in tag A, and the class is article, instant, and blah blah blah, yeah. And remember, this is inner text. Okay, then we search for news title. Okay, click pointer in here, and you can highlight in news title in here. Okay, this is for span. Okay, this is there are two ways uh, for news title. Yeah, you can use text span with this class. Yeah, and then this is inner class. Or yeah, or in my example in our PPT, I use tag A with this class. Yeah, because we can find, yeah, in here, yeah, we can find in here, the title is stored in title component, yeah. Okay, next for news link, yeah, the tag use is the same as news title, yeah. Only we use have in here, yeah. This is for link. The last one, okay, the last one for the summary, yeah. This is we use tag div with the name of class is here, yeah. And then this is the summary of our news, and this is inner text. Okay, that is our review for exercise 2. Okay, next we will start talking about pre-processing in here, yeah. Pre-processing is an initial process for preparing data before further processing. Yeah, pre-processing purpose is eliminate noise in data. Yeah, for example, words that have no effect in the searching process, namely stop words. Yeah, and the second is reduce data load in memory or database, because the noise is gone, it will automatically reduce the load in memory, yeah. In addition, of course, it will speed up computation time, yeah. The last one is avoiding ambiguity on words. In bahasa we can find words that have two meanings, yeah. For example, karang, Yeah, karang can mean a verb or a noun. Yeah, for example, saya sedang karang cerita. Atau, or, yeah, karang in that example is a verb, and the second example is karang yang ada di laut itu sangat besar. Ya, karang in that example is noun. Ya, uh, this is depends on the usage of the sentence. Ya, okay. This is first step or step one in preprocessing. Ya, tokenizing. Ya, tokenizing is the process of breaking a document into sentence by sentence. Ya, from document into sentence by sentence. Then breaking the sentence into word by word. Yeah. In general, a word in a sentence is separated by space. Yeah, because in information retrieval, the data that is processed is a document, then the feature is word. Yeah, for example, like this. Yeah, for example, I have a sentence. Yeah, Teknik Informatika Universitas Surabaya, and I separated by space, or I split by space in here, and then we will have four feature in here. Yeah, first feature technique, second feature, third feature, and fourth feature. Okay, but there is a problem when tokenizing, which is a change in word types. Yeah, for example, in here, grilled chicken. Yeah, grilled chicken consists of two words, but is one object, and the type of the word is noun. Yeah, refer to one object. Yeah, if separated into grill and chicken, the grill will become a verb, and chicken will become noun. Yeah, this is the problem in tokenizing. And what is the solution? Yeah, the solution is n-gram. We use n-gram. Yeah, n-gram is technique of slicing n characters in a sentence or string. Yeah, the benefit of n-gram can enrich the features of a document. Yeah. Okay, this is an example of n-gram. Yeah. In general, the most commonly used n-gram are unigram, n equal 1 in here, bigram, n equal 2, or trigram, n equal 3. Yeah. First, for unigram. Yeah, for unigram, sentences, yeah, or a sentence are split or separated uh, by a word or by one word, so that the resulting word feature is like this. Yeah, this is a sentence. Yeah, there are four feature if we use uh, unigram in here. Okay, for bigram. Yeah, a sentence split or separated by two words. Yeah, so that the resulting word feature like this. Yeah, first get two words, this is, and then go to next word. Yeah, is a in here, and a sentence, and there are three features obtained. Yeah, for bigram. Okay, last for trigram. Yeah, for trigram sentence split or separated by 3 words. Yeah, so the resulting word feature is like this. Yeah, this is a, yeah, 3 words. Yeah, because 3 gram, and is a sentences, and there are 2 features of obtained. Yeah. Uh, in our project, yeah, in our project for enrich our features, we can combine, yeah, we can combine with 3 of types of n-gram in here. Okay, for example, uh, if we decide to use unigram and trigram, yeah, for example, I use this example, yeah. If we decide to choose unigram and trigram for tokenizing, yeah, we can have, yeah, we can have 6 feature, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, this is for example. Okay, next, step 2, case folding. Yeah, we for case folding, yeah, we must make the size of all words in a document uniform. Why is this necessary? Yeah, for example, yeah, computer or machine cannot distinguish saya, yeah, with uppercase and saya with lowercase. Yeah, even though they have the same meaning. Yeah, for example, if we do coding, yeah, in here, for example, I use Notepad. Yeah, if we do coding, for example, my number and my number, yeah, for this sample, yeah, the both of the variable, yeah, in coding will be considered different, even though they have the same meaning. But for this variable m with lowercase, and for this variable m with uppercase, this is different in computer or machine. Yeah, okay, next, step 3. Step 3 is stop word. Yeah, stop word is general words that have very little effect in the search process, such as preposition, conjunction, question words, and etc. So the stop word in a document needs to be deleted, so the computation process can be faster. Yeah. How to determine the list of stop word? Yeah, it is depend on the case being done. Yeah, for example, yeah, in this PPT, yeah, example of stop word is in, on, from, of, and, or, and etc. Yeah, for example, we have this sentence. Yeah, the quick brown fox jump over the lazy dog. Yeah, after that we tokenize or tokenizing, yeah, our sentences, and then in here, yeah, we eliminate or remove stop word, for example, the or the, yeah, in here, and then, yeah, the last sentence in here become quick brown fox jump over lazy dog. Okay, step 4, negation. Yeah, uh, in some case, yeah, the word not is included in the stop word. However, these words can change the meaning of a sentence. These words are often called negation. Yeah, for example, the waiters does not smile. The waitress does not smile at all. And what if the word not in that sentence above is deleted. Yeah, then it will be the waiters does smile at all. There will be a change in meaning. What is the solution? And the solution is changed to the antonym. How to? Yeah, for example, there is a sentence. Yeah, you can imagine. Yeah, there is a sentence. Baju yang dia beli tidak bagus. Yeah, the system, sorry, must detect where the word tidak is located. I mean, yeah. Then the word tidak is deleted and the word after it is changed to its antonym. Yeah, so that the sentence become baju yang dia beli jelek. Ya, baju yang dia beli tidak bagus become baju yang dia beli jelek. Ya, that is negation. Okay, step 5 in here. Okay, slang words. Yeah. For slang word is often found on social media. It must be changed to standard word. Yeah, because sometimes they are one word, but it has a lot of slang word. Yeah, for example, in English, yeah, bro is brother, and for example, LOL, yeah, LOL, and ASAP, yeah, as soon as possible, and this is for Indonesian slang word, ya, cius, miapa, cemungut, ya, maacih, and etc. Step 6 for symbol, ya, symbol can express a meaning or not. For example, Michaels, ya, in here, ya, Michaels is it means Michael mine, ya, or Nokia 3310. Yeah, 3310 it means is the type, yeah, the type of or the series or the version of Nokia. Or at Chandra, yeah, at this is for mention, yeah, mention, we can find this in social media or hashtag pray for Jakarta. Yeah, sometimes in hashtag, yeah, in hashtag they are a meaning, yeah, or symbols can be punctuation marks, yeah, for example comma, a dot, and etc. Or numeric number 0 until 9 and other characters, yeah, percent, dollar, hashtag, at, and etc. Need to be removed? It depends on data and cases. Okay, next step 7 is stemming. Yeah, stemming, the process of searching for the basic word of a word. Yeah, the purpose of stemming is speed up the computation process because there are fewer duplicate words. Yeah, for example, in bahasa memakan, ya, memakan and makan. Yeah, these words are both verb. Ya, memakan is verb and makan is also verb. So instead of being two different features, it is better to be one the same feature. Ya, the algorithm that can be used are Porter, ya, Porter and Nasif Andriani. Yeah, note, be careful, yeah, of changes in meaning after stemming. Yeah, for example, menggunting. Menggunting is verb. After stemming is become gunting. Gunting is noun. Yeah, different meaning or different data. Sorry, word types. Yeah, what is the solution? Yeah, the solution use post tagging method before stemming. Yeah, okay, for post tagging, yeah, post tagging, post is part of speech, yeah, Post-tagging is the process of labeling each word in a sentence with the corresponding part of speech annotation. Yeah, this is from Manning and Schutz. Yeah, post-tagging consists of two processes, parts of speech and tag set. Yeah, this is the example tag set for bahasa. Yeah, from the research of Komansilan and Winarko in 2012. Yeah, for example, JJ for adjective or kata sifat. Contoh example baik, kejam. In for preposition. In bahasa is kata depan. Ya, contoh or example di, ke, and dari. Ya. Okay, this is an example of post-tagging. Ya. For example, we have one sentence in here ya. Andi menggunting kertas sebelum melukis laut. Okay. Use post-tagging ya. We add tag set in here ya after each word. Ya, for example, Andi. Andi is noun, menggunting verb, kertas noun, melukis verb, laut noun. After stemming ya, we can see in here ya, Andi still Andi, noun, gunting ya, menggunting become gunting after stemming, and the tag set is changed ya with noun in here. Kertas is still noun, melukis the basic word is lukis, and the tag set is same. This is verb, and then laut noun. Yeah. Because menggunting menggunting change its meaning after stemming, the word does not need to be stemming, and then we must convert to the first word. Ya, menggunting in here. Ya, after stemming, Andi menggunting kertas, lukis laut. Yeah. Okay, for the next question. Yeah, for the next question, do all pre-processing steps have to be done? Yeah, the answer is no. Once again, it depends on how complex the system we develop. Yeah. Okay. Next, let's talking about indexing. Yeah. The concept of indexing is the same as looking up the meaning of word in a dictionary. Yeah. For example, when we search for the meaning of mobile, then we will immediately search starting from the index letter M in our dictionary instead of starting from A. Yeah. The purpose of indexing is the search process is faster because terms it means features or words, yeah, and documents are more structured. Yeah, this is the another word, yeah, another word of words or feature in information retrieval. And don't be confused about that. If I say terms, it means word. This is the same meaning in information retrieval. Yeah, the indexing technique that is commonly used in the is the inverted index. Yeah, for inverted index, term represent a document, not a document that represent a term. Yeah, for inverted index, you can add term position information. Yeah. Okay. For example, we have four sentence in here. Yeah, we have four sentence in here: S1, S2, S3, and S4. Uh, where each sentence we consider one document. Yeah. Remember, we are where each sentence we consider one document. Okay, for this for this example, no pre-processing was performed. Yeah, so that we can still find the stop verb. Yeah, such as in here. After that to, are, yeah, in here, and etc. Yeah, okay. Let's look an example. Yeah, for example, in here I use example coloration. Yeah, next to coloration are the number 3 and 4. What do they mean? Okay, the number 3 and 4 indicate which document contain the word coloration. Okay, we go back to the previous slide and look at document 1. Yeah, in here, yeah. Look at document 1 and 2, and there is no coloration at all in document 1 and document 2. Yeah, coloration is only in document 3 in here and document 4. Yeah, so that is the meaning 3 and 4 in here. Yeah, this is a simple version of inverted index. Yeah, next, inverted index plus term position. Yeah, to inverted index plus term position at the position of the word or term in a document. Yeah, for example, in here I use found. Yeah, in here this word, yeah, this word is in document 1, order 5. Okay, let's check. Yeah, found document 1. Yeah, yes, found in document 1, but the order is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, that is the meaning in here. 1, comma 5. 1, the location, yeah, the document location, and 5 as the order, yeah, the order in document. Okay, next for the pre-processing implementation. Yeah, for the pre-processing implementation in this video, I will explain to you how to use Sastrawi library for tokenizing, case folding, stemming, and stop words. Yeah. Okay, let's look briefly about Sastrawi. Yeah, Sastrawi, one of the libraries that can be used in Bahasa, yeah, in Bahasa or Indonesian stemming by using Sastrawi. Yeah, the library applies the Nassif and Andriani algorithm. In addition, this library also exists for programming language PHP, Java, C, Python, Go, and Ruby. Yeah. For PHP, yeah, for PHP, you can see the detail, yeah, the detail of implementation in this link. Yeah, okay. Next, for implementation of Sastrawi, okay, please download Sastrawi library at ULS. Yeah. After that, extract the Sastrawi library in your folder that you create in second week or week 2. And then after that, duplicate this file and rename it with this, ya, kompas underscore preprocess dot php. And then add the following comments to kompas underscore preprocess dot php, ya, for next slide. Okay, at the top, ya, at the top in here, ya, add required ones, ya, to access the vendor folder. Yeah, because after you download Sastrawi library and then you extract in your folder, and then you can find vendor folder. Require once the function is to access the vendor folder and run autoload.php file. Okay, next next after our variable $e is equal 0, create a stammer factory variable to create a object. Create stammer factory variable to create an object from stammer factory class. After that, create $stammer variable to access, and then to access stammer method. Create stammer, create stammer method from stammer factory variable that store in stammer factory. Okay. This step, for this step is useful for the stemming process. For stop word removal, for stop word removal, it is almost the same as stemming. Only the variable, and the variable, class, and then method use are different. Okay, for the example, what we are going to stem the news title in here, for this the example. So when using stammer in here, we call stem method, and the argument used is $news title in here. The result of stemming is stored in $stem title. For the stop word removal, we use the result from the stemming. For the stop word removal, we use the result from the stemming process in remove method. For argument. Okay, after that, please modify your code so that it looks like this. You can see in here, news title. This is the original, the original news title. After stem, we can see in here, we can see in here. Okay. For example, this sample, and the original title, news title. Tak pernah gunakan bantuan. Okay, gunakan and bantuan. After stem process or stemming process, gunakan will become guna, because guna this is the basic word from gunakan, and then bantuan will become bantu, because bantu is the basic word of bantuan, and then etc. After that, stop word in here, after this stop word, let's see the example. Okay, check. Okay, for example, in this example, in this example, we can see dengan in here, we can see dengan, but after stop word, dengan is deleted, because dengan is the one of a stop word in bahasa. And what about tokenizing and case folding implementation? By default, if we use stemming or stop word removal, it will automatically tokenize with unigram, and case folding for the lowercase, for bigram and trigram, yeah, you must implement by yourself. Yeah. Why if you want how to if you want to change or add or delete it stop word list, yeah, you can find in, for example, yeah, open your htdocs and then open your vendor folder Sastrawi, and you can find in, for example, stop word, yeah, stop word removal. Okay, let's check this file. Yeah, okay, this is the list, yeah, the list of stop word that provide by Sastrawi. Yeah, you can modify, yeah, you can modify the list of stop word provided by Sastrawi. Yeah, for example, if you decide untuk in here is not a stop word, yeah, you can remove, yeah, from this list. Or if you want to add uh, a new stop word, yeah, you can put in here, yeah, for example, comma saya, yeah, saya in here. And if the system, yeah, find saya in document, ya, saya is will be delete, ya, that is for stop word. Okay, I will close in here, change, no, close, and go to our PPT. Okay, that's all, guys. If you have any question, please ask me via WhatsApp group, no private message, ya, because maybe your question is very important, yeah, important information for your friends, yeah, then please ask me via WhatsApp group, yeah, no private message if you have any question. Okay, for exercise, yeah, for exercise, another library that can be used for stemming is Porter. Yeah, please find references about the Porter library, then implement it in compass_preprocess.php. But first you must try, yeah, you must try this code, yeah, implementation of Sastrawi. If you have any error, yeah, please ask me via WhatsApp group. Yeah, for stemming process, yeah, note, yeah, just turn off the Sastrawi implementation code that you made before. Yeah, after that, upload compass_preprocess.php on ULS before deadline. Okay, guys, that's all for our discussion or our topic about pre-processing and indexing in this video. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching, and I apologize if I have many messages. And see you on the next video or other video. Okay, see you guys, and I end this video.